Josh Kelly versus David Avanesyan. The prediction, knuckleheads, it goes down tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern on DAZN. You're not going to want to miss it. Be sure to tune in before the Miguel Berchelt versus Oscar Valdez fight, because we've got another 50-50 pick'em fight in this one. Again, David Avanesyan, he's going to be defending his European welterweight title against the surging pretty boy Josh Kelly. Now, first and foremost, neither one of these guys has fought since December of 2019, so they're amped, they're ready to go. And again, this is another 50-50 fight like the Berchelt versus Valdez one. So I believe we're going to see the best come out of both fighters, because that's what you get when you make competitive fights. And we don't get that a lot in boxing. So we've got two treats tomorrow, and I believe this is a scrumptious appetizer for the Valdez versus Berchelt fight. So let's get into it, right? Josh Kelly versus David Avanesyan. Right off the bat, if you look at them physically, Avanesyan a bit older, but not aged. 32 years old. He could be in his prime right now. He could just be entering it. Whereas you've got Josh Kelly at just 26 years old. He's still a bit of a baby in the sport, if you ask me, and still learning on the job. And that's kind of what this fight's going to be all about. How much has Josh Kelly learned since his last fight? That's what this fight rests on. Let's continue. Physical attributes. Josh Kelly, a 2-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage over David Avanesyan. And I think that is going to matter in this fight. Look, Josh Kelly, more of a boxer, very explosive, flashy, arrogant, and athletic, going up in there against a mean, nasty brawler in David Avanesyan, who isn't too bad technically and carries some good power. As we've seen in the past, Josh Kelly has a bit of an issue with guys that are strong, with guys with power, as we saw in his fight against Ray Robinson. Avanesyan, on the other hand, has difficulty with guys with big power as well, but also with guys that are technical fighters. He's got, a couple of his only losses. One of them was to Lamont Peterson, who was just the superior technical fighter and also bigger than him. Let's face it, Avanesyan not that big for the division. So these guys, again, almost cancel each other out. Now, as I said before, the winner of this fight is going to depend on how much Josh Kelly has learned since his last fight. We still don't know what this kid's ceiling is like. We still don't know how close he is to that ceiling. He looks like the real deal. When you see him train and do flashy stuff on Instagram, he looks like the real deal. But practice is different from the real thing, and he's going to have to find a way to put it together in this fight. So he does have the height advantage. He does have the reach advantage. I believe he has the athleticism advantage. I think David Avanesyan might be a little bit physically stronger at this point, but we don't know because Josh Kelly looks like he's been hitting the weight room pretty hard. That being said, he won't have that 32-year-old old man strength the way that Avanesyan does. So it remains to be seen. I mean, look, this is a very sort of up-in-the-air fight. Again, both guys haven't fought in a while. I would give the physical advantages, for the most part, to Josh Kelly. But experience, you got to go with David Avanesyan, who's got 30 fights versus Josh Kelly just having 11. That being said, the way I see this fight playing out, I see a brutal fight happening. I see a very back and forth, rough and tumble kind of fight. I feel like Josh Kelly has to break out in this fight. He has to take the torch from the older torch bearer in this fight and announce himself to the welterweight division. I believe he knows he's got to do that in this fight. This is his chance to break out and potentially show people that he will live up to his potential, and I think that's what's going to separate him. That's in his mind, and that's what's going to separate him in this fight. And I see Josh Kelly winning this fight either by late stoppage or by decision. Josh Kelly. Now, does David Avanesyan have a chance of winning this fight? Absolutely. This is as close to a 50-50 fight as you can get, guys. But I just feel like Josh Kelly is a supreme athlete, superior compared to David Avanesyan. If he's honed his craft, enough during this downtime and utilizes the reach advantage and the height advantage and the athleticism, I think he has got to win this fight, Knucklehead. So tell me what you think about the prediction, who you think is going to win this fight, Avanesyan or Josh Kelly. Put it in the comments below, then hit the like button, subscribe, and the bell notification icon next to it. Join Knucklehead Nation, guys. Please subscribe. Also hit the join button, just $5 a month. You'll help me build this channel and build the only kickboxing promotion that matters, Fighters Rep Promotions. Finally, I invite you to get your Fighters Rep gear in the link below. By doing so, you help me build the channel and build the promotion. Look at this hoodie. It's beautiful. You know you want one. Knuckleheads, join the most educated fight channel on YouTube. Again, subscribe. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this one.